Hey Guardians! Did you know your pet's body is fighting a battle every single second? They're even fighting while they're sleeping. It's a non-stop effort to stay healthy. Invisible bacteria, viruses, parasites, environmental toxins, and even damaged cells inside their own body. The amazing part? Most people don't even realize how hard their bodies are working. Most healthy dogs and cats defeat these threats before you ever notice anything is wrong. Most people never think about their pet's immune system because they never actually see it working. But every single day, your dog's or cat's body is making thousands, maybe even millions, of tiny decisions that help keep them healthy. Their immune system is constantly identifying what belongs and what doesn't. It recognizes many harmful bacteria, certain viruses, damaged cells, and other potential threats, then responds in incredibly sophisticated ways. Honestly, if your pet's immune system had a resume, it would probably be longer than mine. And that's exactly why most healthy pets can sniff the same tree, wrestle with another dog, chase bugs through the backyard, or spend an afternoon exploring the world without getting sick every single time. Their bodies are working around the clock, even when they look like they're doing absolutely nothing. That's pretty incredible. But here's the part many people don't realize. Just because the immune system is powerful doesn't mean we should make its job harder. The goal isn't to supercharge your pet's immune system. The goal is to support it with healthy daily habits so it can do what it was naturally designed to do. And the first place that starts is in the food bowl. If your pet's body is building an army every day, nutrition provides the building materials. Every healthy immune cell starts with nutrients. Protein helps build antibodies. Healthy fats support cell membranes. Vitamins and minerals help immune cells communicate with one another. Without proper nutrition, even the strongest immune system struggles. That doesn't necessarily mean buying the most expensive food on the shelf. Price doesn't always equal quality. Instead, look for a complete and balanced diet that's appropriate for your pet's life stage and health needs. If you're ever unsure, your veterinarian can help you choose what's right for your individual pet. And here's one mistake many loving owners accidentally make: too many treats. Now don't get me wrong, I fully support snacks, professionally. But treats should stay treats. If they become a large part of your pet's daily calories, they can crowd out the nutrients found in a balanced diet. Think of it this way: if you replaced half your meals with cookies, you probably wouldn't feel your best. Your dog or cat isn't much different. Healthy nutrition isn't about perfection, it's about consistency. One balanced meal doesn't create great health. Thousands of balanced meals over time do. If your pet's body is building an army every day, nutrition provides the building materials. Now here's something many pet owners underestimate: sleep. It might not seem very exciting. After all, sleeping doesn't look very productive, especially when your dog has been snoring on the couch for 3 straight hours, or your cat has somehow managed to fall asleep inside a cardboard box that's somehow smaller than their body. Seriously, cats have turned napping into an Olympic sport. But while your pet is sleeping, their body is incredibly busy. During quality sleep, the body repairs tissues, restores energy, regulates hormones, and supports many of the immune system's normal functions. If your pet is constantly interrupted, overly stressed, or simply isn't getting enough quality rest, their body has less time to do that important work. Most adult dogs sleep around 12 to 14 hours every day. Many cats sleep even more. Some senior cats may sleep close to 20 hours. So don't feel guilty when you see them sleeping. They're not being lazy. They're doing exactly what nature designed them to do. Sometimes, the healthiest thing your pet can do is absolutely nothing. Guardian Challenge. Tonight, before you go to bed, take a look at where your pet sleeps. Is it quiet? Is it comfortable? Do they have a place where they truly feel safe? Sometimes improving your pet's health doesn't mean buying something new. Sometimes it simply means giving them the rest they deserve. Of course, even the healthiest body can't function properly without one very important ingredient: water. Have you ever thought about the fact that your pet is never really alone? No. I'm not talking about you following them into the kitchen every time they might be getting a snack. Although, I'm pretty sure they notice that. I'm talking about something much smaller. Inside your dog's and your cat's digestive system live trillions of microscopic organisms. Together, they're called the gut microbiome. And while they may be tiny, they play a surprisingly big role in your pet's overall health. They help digest food, they help produce certain nutrients. They help support the protective lining of the intestines. Guardian secret. One of the biggest surprises in modern veterinary medicine is that a healthy gut doesn't just help digest food. It supports many systems throughout the body, including normal immune function. And they communicate with the immune system in ways scientists are still learning more about today. Pretty amazing. For something you can't even see. Guardian challenge. Tomorrow. Pay attention during your pet's mealtime. Do they eat enthusiastically? Do they seem comfortable? Are there any changes you've been meaning to ask your veterinarian about? Sometimes noticing small changes early can make a very big difference. Myth. Probiotics are something every dog and cat should take every day. Guardian. Truth. Some pets may benefit from probiotics in certain situations, but they aren't one size fits all. The right choice depends on your individual pet, which is why it's always best to talk with your veterinarian before adding new supplements. See, sometimes doing less is actually doing more. But even the healthiest gut can be affected by something we often overlook: stress. Imagine waking up tomorrow, and suddenly everything around you has changed. For many pets, that's exactly what stress feels like. Your favorite chair is gone. Your family is acting differently. Strange people are walking through your house. Loud noises keep happening, and nobody can explain why. Dogs and cats don't understand moving to a new home. They don't understand why a new baby suddenly arrived. They don't understand why another pet has joined the family, or why their favorite person left for work and hasn't come home yet. They simply experience change, and their bodies respond. Although, they are definitely keeping score on how late you are. Now, stress itself isn't always bad. Just like people, pets experience short periods of healthy stress, a burst of excitement before a walk, meeting someone new, learning a new skill. Those moments are a normal part of life, but when stress becomes constant, the body spends more time focusing on coping instead of simply maintaining itself. That's one reason creating a calm, predictable environment can support your pet's overall well-being. Dogs often thrive on routines. Cats usually appreciate knowing exactly where everything is. Regular mealtimes, daily walks, play sessions, quiet places to rest, familiar smells, patient training, gentle voices. These simple routines help many pets feel safe. Guardian secret. One of the greatest gifts you can give your pet isn't something you buy. It's helping them feel safe enough to relax. A predictable routine can be one of the most comforting parts of their day. Guardian challenge. Tomorrow, try doing one thing at exactly the same time you did it today. Feed dinner at your usual hour. Take your dog for a walk at their normal time. Or spend 10 uninterrupted minutes playing with your cat. Then watch how confidently your pet settles into that routine. And when a pet feels safe, they're free to do what they do best. Learn, play, explore, rest, and simply enjoy being part of your family. Myth. A stressed pet will always bark, hide, or act out. Guardian. Truth. Stress isn't always obvious. Some pets become quieter, sleep more, groom excessively, eat differently, or simply behave in subtle ways that are easy to overlook. Learning your individual pet's normal behavior helps you notice meaningful changes sooner. Your pet may not speak your language, but they're communicating with you every single day. The question is, are we listening? Sometimes, one of the kindest things we can give our pets isn't another toy, it's peace. So what does all of this really come down to? Nutrition? Sleep? Water? Gut health? Emotional well-being? They're all connected. And together, they help create something every pet deserves: the opportunity to live a healthier, happier life. So, what does all of this really come down to? We talked about nutrition, sleep, fresh water, a healthy gut, reducing stress, veterinary care. On the surface, those might seem like completely different topics, but they're all connected because they're all acts of care. You see, your pet doesn't wake up each morning wondering if they're getting enough vitamins. They don't know what antioxidants are. They don't compare food labels. They don't read veterinary journals. They trust you completely. They trust that the food in their bowl is helping them, They trust that the water you give them is fresh. They trust that when they're frightened, you'll help them feel safe. They trust that when they're tired, you'll let them rest. And when they're sick, they'll never have to face it alone. That's an incredible kind of trust, one that isn't earned with words. It's earned with the small choices we make every single day. Every healthy meal, every walk, every game of fetch, every feather wand, every clean water bowl, every gentle training session, every quiet cuddle on the couch, every veterinary checkup, every moment of patience, every moment of kindness. None of those things seem extraordinary by themselves, but together, they become a lifetime. And one day, although we never like thinking about it, you'll wish for just one more walk, one more purr, one more game of fetch, one more muddy paw print across the floor, one more goofy zoomy through the living room. That's why today matters, because every ordinary moment you're living right now is quietly becoming tomorrow's favorite memory. So don't wait for a special occasion to love your pet well. The ordinary days are the special days. They're happening right now. And maybe that's what being a guardian has always meant. Not being perfect, not knowing everything, not buying the most expensive products, just showing up, learning, growing, paying attention, choosing kindness over convenience, choosing patience over frustration, choosing understanding over assumptions. Because being a guardian isn't about having the perfect pet. It's about becoming the kind of person your pet already believes you are. And honestly, I think that's a pretty wonderful goal. Thank you for spending a few minutes with me today. If you learned something, or if today's Guardian Challenge made you see your pet a little differently, I'd love to hear about it in the comments below. Tell us your pet's name, and one thing you're going to do this week to help them live a healthier, happier life. Mine's pretty easy to remember, although spelling it correctly is a different story. You might inspire another guardian to do the same, because that's how this community grows. One act of kindness, one shared lesson, and one happy pet at a time. Remember to subscribe. Guardian Secret. Your pet will probably never remember the brand of food you bought or how expensive their bed was, but they will remember how safe they felt with you. And sometimes, that's the greatest gift we can ever give them. Guardian Challenge. When this video ends, don't reach for your phone. Spend one uninterrupted minute with your pet instead. Sit beside them, scratch behind their ears, toss their favorite toy, or simply let them know you're there. Because for them, 1 minute with you might be the very best part of their day. Myth: being a great pet parent means being perfect. Guardian Truth: the best guardians aren't perfect. They're curious, they keep learning, they ask questions, and they show up with patience, consistency, and love. I'm Yupiter, and this is the Modern Pet Guardian. Until next time, train with patience, lead with kindness. Be the guardian your pet deserves.